Are we cooking, guys? Are we cooking? We had another winning day today, and let me tell you exactly how we caught this win. First of all, if you remember from previous video, we have been watching US30 very closely because we have this beautiful AMD setup right here. So we waited for price to manipulate after this accumulation right here, and we were wanting to catch that reversal yesterday, but we didn't manage to catch it because it didn't happen in our session. And so price decided after that to reach our target, in other words the edge of this accumulation right here, without us. So what we have to plan for plan B. And what is that? Let's see what price does at this key level, because that is a key level for us on the higher time frame. And so price can either push through and continue bearish, accumulate, or decide it's going to reverse at that point. So we had PPI news at 2:30 at 8:30 for the New York people, ICT New York people, and so we waited for price to basically reverse from a discount. This is how we framed it. Price was reaching into discount of the range, and we're looking for a key level for price to react off of, and we can kind of match that up with Nasdaq and SMT as well. On the higher time frame, price is in discount on all sides, as you can see right here. That makes it clear. So it gives us an idea of what is possible if we're looking for a bullish trade today. And we just need to find the confirmations. And so looking into the 15-minute time frame, we can see that price swept liquidity during London session. We swept Asia lows and some other liquidity as well. You can see that on Nasdaq and S&P. And so looking at US30, we did the same, but you can see there's a difference. We've got an SMT at the lows. And so what does price do? As we news hits, price shoots up with all that volatility, creating this 15-minute fair value gap. And so you can see that we've got an SMT in place. We are reacting off of high time frame liquidity, and also we need some other confirmation. Let's see, look in the hourly. We've got this hourly fair value gap on US30. We would like to see price close over that as an extra confirmation that we're about to push bullish now. So disrespecting that hourly fair value gap definitely gave us a hint into what price was doing. So now all we're doing is waiting for a retracement. I know some people thought we were bearish because we got an SMT at the highs, but again, high time frame context is what basically is what takes priority, what is superior at this moment. So whatever happens on these smaller time frames doesn't necessarily mean it's going to hold. So what we're looking for is which side now, Nasdaq or US30, because those are the ones that I trade. Which one is going to give us the better entry? So looking at, let me remove this hourly fair value gap. So looking at this 15-minute fair value gap, if I go back on the 15-minute, looking at this 15-minute fair value gap, we want price to retrace into there. It's also lining up with this order block as well as on Nasdaq. We've got an order block resting there as well, but we don't know which one is going to give us the better retracement. So we're watching price, and we're making sure that price still respects our PD arrays, we see that Nasdaq dips into that 15-minute fair value gap, but then we've got a much deeper retracement here on US30. So this is the one we ultimately took. We just needed to wait for some more confirmation. So we zoom down into the 1 minute, and as you can see, we get this we break this higher over here, we create a fair value gap. That could have been another entry for anyone who wanted to enter on, who likes to enter on retracements like that. But we saw the disrespect of this 1 minute fair value gap resting just above this high, so we used that as an extra confirmation, an IFVG. And so you can see I entered right about there, just as I thought, okay, this is about to be disrespected. It was just about to close, so I entered a little bit before this candle closed. And so from there we targeted at least this high to take partials, and that lined up nicely with well, I tried to make it around 1 to 2, but that was ultimately what we got. And then we kind of just trailed our stop loss beneath the lows as we went, and as price reached towards this high, this was the London's high and Asia highs, that's where we decide we're done winning for the day. We're gonna close this trade. But as you can see, price still continued higher, and the way I decided on a way to target, well, simply because when we're taking out internal liquidity, we're likely going to target external liquidity. So targeting these highs, there are nice areas to look for take profits. So yeah, as soon as we were well above probably around this area, I think that's where we moved our stop loss to break even. And yeah, as I mentioned, if we zoom out even further, again, the rule is we're taking out internal liquidity, next likely target external. So I wouldn't be surprised if Friday, tomorrow, we start reaching the high that was made on Wednesday, considering, look at all this momentum. But again, it just depends if price pushes past a certain point. We're in this giant, you could say giant order block, so it really depends. If price is going to disrespect this swing right here, then we're going to be pushing towards this high. If not, then we might see price just consolidate or have a tinier retracement, and we might look for maybe counter trends or whatever. It really depends. But same logic applies internal to external, and so that's why I decided to cut it off there. But I hope that makes sense to you guys, the entry logic, why I decided to choose US30 instead of Nasdaq. Yeah, I hope that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, that's all I can say. Honestly, I'm trying to explain it as detailed as possible without being too long. But I mean, if you want to learn, I'm sure you're willing to listen to me drone on a little bit. Moving on to the results. So, one trade, one take profit. Of course, that is the ultimate goal that we want. We want to take one clean trade. Okay, this is exactly what we got on Tuesday. Beautiful, one trade, one entry, one take profit. We want to keep it like that. High quality setups always. Okay, I'm counting on you guys to keep me in check also, because you know I want to keep myself in check like this, because this is good progress. This does not matter, this loss. it was just wrong timing, and that's fine. We take one loss if the bias is wrong completely. Let's try and aim for that. If we're off on the bias, or the reversal isn't where we want it to be, then just don't continue trading. Let's try to minimize the loss. So I hope you guys are satisfied with all of that. You can see we took a 0.5 contract on that US30. Super happy and proud of this. And yeah, only good things from now on, hopefully. We're starting off on a good note with this month of June. Wish me luck for the rest of the month, and catch me again live on TikTok, same time, 3 p.m. That is 9 o'clock for you New Yorkers, but 3 p.m. South African time, I'll be live. And of course, as usual, we do the recaps like this. Feel free to ask me questions or anything. I'm gonna try and be as talkative as I can on the lives, because I also gotta be part of the community, and all that. So yeah, good luck with the trades. Hope the markets treat you well, guys, and cheers.